Okay, my name is Ralph Wong. I'm one of the hosts for the People Jam. And I said we would make some videos of games that we thought stood out. And this one was my personal favorite. It won second place. And I just wanted to go over some gameplay. Alright, so this is An Eon Later. Let's hit start. So first off, I'd just like to say I really like the artwork that the artist did. Let's see, Captain, guys, we made it. This is one giant leap for mankind. Now, this game is pretty long, so I'm not gonna. I think it took me an hour to beat the whole thing, so I'm gonna go through this fairly quickly, but. You have these characters, it looks like they're looking for a new world for the people of Earth to move to. So let's see, we got 4 characters. Alright, each day you can select an action for each crew member to do. For now, let's just collect resources for everybody and get familiar with this area. This is one thing I really liked what the game developers did, because they kind of there's a lot to this game and they don't just throw you in it and make you try to figure everything out. Instead, they kind of like show you what each part is about. They kind of lead you through it, which I kind of like. You can collect food and items in this area. The amount each one can collect is affected by strength. Check resources remaining for each place on top. If there are no resources left, you can't collect anything. So I'm guessing each area they have their certain amount of food and certain amount of resources and certain amount of animals. Okay, collected 5 food, 4 raw food, 4 materials. Okay, so let's keep going. And the characters, I like how the characters actually talk to each other, so you get a sense of their personality. So I'm gonna skip through most of that. Let's see. Yeah, again, they tell you, the game developer tells you how you can interact with each character and how to play the game. So now, instead of collecting, I can click on, let's say, I think this is the chief officer, and I can send her on a hunt. And let's put this guy on a hunt too. So we'll have 1 person collect and 3 people hunt. This game reminds me kind of like a futuristic Oregon Trail, where you have to manage resources and you have to figure out who does what. Alright, so now we're going into the hunt. And while you're hunting, you need to first select a monster group to hunt, then arrange the position of crew members to attack monsters. The crew monsters will attack the closest enemy. Okay. The strength affects how much damage a crew member can deal to a monster. Agility affects rate to avoid be attacked. Dexterity affects hit rate. Again, I like how they explain, what affects what. If you have weapons, they will be used automatically and deal more damage to the animal. And we don't have weapons yet. So now we change into battle mode. I'm going to try facing this thing, which looks like a evil unicorn or something. This was a little strange, I thought, like how you can push people around like that. Oh, I think this one might be stuck down here now. So that was a little strange of a choice. But let's do attack. So the animal attacks first. Oh, and we were able to beat it. Okay, so now I got 1 food, 5 raw food, 2 materials. And I like this. You feel bad for the animals, but you need to survive. It's like exactly. In a hostile world, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Alright. So now they tell you if a crew member is hurt, you can rest. And let's see, do we have anybody? it looks like nobody got hurt, so I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep going. And let's see if there's... Well, I'll rest just so you can see what it looks like. So he's continuing to collect. He got more resources. Oh, and by the way, I gotta say, I actually liked the music in this game a lot. For some reason, and I have no idea why, the music got rated really low in the itch.io ratings, and I actually thought this was one of the best soundtracks out of all the games that I played. So that is my opinion. All right. Yeah, I like the tension of the hunting track. Okay, so now let's see. You can rest here and restore health and sanity. Sometimes you can find special items here while resting. So resting will restore your sanity and health. I don't think it restores it all the way all the time. So sometimes you might have to rest a member twice. Let's see, I think we've done research in this place. Time to send someone to scout. Are we leaving here now? There are still some resources left. We'll keep searching this area. So now you can actually send people to scout and explore the planet. So let's send somebody to scout. I'm gonna select this guy to scout. And she doesn't have to rest anymore. I'm gonna make her collect, and I'll have these two people hunt. So it looks like she got more food. And let's try to hunt the evil unicorn again and see what happens. Okay, so we got some damage done. Oh, evil unicorn killed somebody. I missed. Let's see, unicorn misses. Let's attack again. And I lost this time. The evil unicorn has killed me. I guess to find another place for all of you to settle up. Scout. Yeah, so as the scouts, they lose sanity. And I'm gonna scout down here, and looks like we found another place that the team can live. So now at this point, when you find another place to live, you can actually move the camp to that place. So let's try to move the camp. Great, you found another place to stay. Move there when you think it's time. You can always move back later. Open on the map, the green one to move to another place. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna move here. Do you want to move to this place? Yes. So we have moved to different places, and we have, it looks like there's a different animal type that's been added. And it looks like we're still, if you look at our inventory, the food seems pretty bad. So let's see if we can get some more food. Okay, you're almost out of food. Your crew is gonna get hungry if they don't have enough food to eat. Alright, yeah, it looks like we're really running low on food. So I'm gonna keep this. Let's see how much she collects. So she collects 2 food, 1 material. Alright. I need food, and my characters aren't that strong yet. And that's another thing, each character, I'll show you this in a second. Let me finish this fight first. Alright, so we killed the beast. I got 3 food, 1 raw food, 2 materials. Next turn. Alright, so let's send the scout over here. And it looks like it's a swamp, so we cannot live there. So you'll see these stats that will improve on each player, and they do affect things that you can do. Let's see what I want to do next. Let me see if I really need more food, because my food is down, so I'm gonna have everybody hunt. And let's try to hunt the evil unicorn. Okay, let's attack again. Oh, chief officer is gone, and then I killed the unicorn. Okay, wonderful. Alright, let's see where I want to scout next. Let's scout here. Explore the forest, but you can't live here. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so now we have problems because we don't have enough food, and people are starting to lose their sanity. So, yeah, I really see this as kind of like a Space Age Oregon Trail type game. I think the gameplay is actually pretty in-depth. I mean, there's even more than this. Like, as you go along the map and as you explore more things, there's more things that you'll be able to do in the future. And you'll actually find items as you rest, right? Like, I'm gonna rest these two. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, I think I might have set one person to hunt, which she's probably gonna get killed, yeah. And let's set him on a scouting mission, and he found more... Oh, now his sanity is too low. Oh, now we can cook. So I rested, and now we found something that lets us cook. Can't do anything. So if the sanity is too low, you cannot do anything, and then they have to rest. And these two seem to be recovered because they've rested. Yeah, so I'm not going to go through this whole game because, like I said, I think it took me an hour to beat. But overall, I think it was just a really fantastic job. I like the artwork, I like the music, I really like the polish, and like clicking everything and seeing, you know, having them just show you how the game works. It's all done very well. I also liked the in-depth strategy systems. Like the gameplay and the strategy systems where, you know, you really do, especially in the beginning, you have to really try to figure out, you know, how to manage your team. You know, should you hunt? Should you collect? Should you rest? Should you scout? So, yeah, overall, really good job. I was very impressed with this game. The only feedback I would give is I noticed that later on in the game, food collection gets really easy, and it might have been nicer for new challenges to happen later on in the games to make the game harder. And I think one of the things, like I was reading some of the comments about this game, I think the pace might be a little too slow after a while, because if the game was maybe, let's say, 30 to 40 minutes to beat, that might have been better. I think at an hour, it might have been too long for a game jam game. But if you do have the time and, you know, you want to, I would suggest playing through it and just like seeing all the different things the game has to offer. Okay, well, that is it for me. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for participating in the People's Jam.